What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here as always. We have a little welcome screen up. You should be able to see that. I'm going to go ahead and get my camera on. Hello, hello. What's up, everyone? Um, Everybody's piling in the room right now, and I'm glad to be streaming right now from my home in Florida. Last week, I was out of town on awful internet connection. Um, I, I couldn't stream my camera. I like having the camera on. It just feels more, personable. Um, it's easier to talk to the camera too than just like a screen. It feels more like I'm talking to you. So glad to be back here. Got some exciting things coming up. Last week we did a training on some stuff you could do for Valentine's Day. There's still time. It's actually still time to capitalize on Valentine's Day. We always like to be a month or two ahead of a holiday, but there's always those people that are last minute, like me, that get Valentine's Day gifts, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, all that stuff in the final hour, and then end up spending more money in shipping for overnight express shipping than they do for the actual gifts in some cases. That's me. So if you're new here, I want to welcome you. This is a webinar that we do every Tuesday night. It's a training, it's meat and potatoes. It's a little bit of banter with me. You get to know me a little bit more on a bit more of a personal level. Sometimes I just teach, sometimes I talk a little bit about life, sometimes I talk about motivation and some of the hurdles that I've overcome, hoping that you can learn from some of my mistakes, some of my things that I've learned that have motivated me, and convey that to you. These are not sales webinars, so there's like never anything for sale on here. Occasionally, maybe once a year, if I had to guess the average, I might have something really cool to share with you that's optional. But in general, these are just meat and potatoes trainings. Now, what you see here is your home screen for those of you that are new. This is kind of like our welcome screen, and it's got a link to get your free Shopify store build with our AI builder. It's an award-winning builder by Shopify. I have the award somewhere. It's like back behind me or something. Um, it's free to use. You just got to get your own Shopify account. And then below here is some of our recommended vendors. We love Zendrop. We love ShineOn. Those are the two main ones that we've been focusing on lately. The other two are really great as well. Last week, we introduced ShineOn again to those of you that are new. If you're not new, you know what ShineOn is very well. And we talked about, Valentine's Day and the just like the type of things that people purchase for Valentine's Day. One of the big hurdles for drop shippers during Valentine's Day is the Chinese New Year, where factories kind of shut down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So if you're selling goods from a vendor in China that celebrates for 3 weeks, you ain't gonna be getting people's Valentine's Day gifts to them on time. You know what I'm saying? So we're out here trying to help you avoid some of the mistakes, the obstacles that get in your way, and just run a better business, right? It's not always about how much money you can make, as much as it is running a good business. Because when you make a bunch of money doing things the wrong way, you don't typically get to keep the money because you get ticked off customers that want refunds and they do chargebacks, and so you make all this money but you don't get to keep it, and you ruin your business, and your character. When you run a good business the right way, you make a little bit less money, right? But you got a good business that can stay consistent, that has stability, that people trust, and you get to keep the money that you do make, which ends up being more money than the money the people that made more money that had to give all the money back. All right, so that's that. And so last week I kind of talked about that. For those of you that missed that last week, all you have to do is pop over to my YouTube channel, at youtube.com/Adrian Morrison, or go into your Access Adrian portal. It's there as well. And you can look at this video here from last week. And yeah, I go over some of these hurdles, and we learn a little bit about what the Chinese New Year is. And that's where I kind of say, hey, look, AliExpress, be careful. Some of these vendors are claiming that they guarantee, shipping for Valentine's Day. This late in the game, I would not trust it, even though they have some really great viral products that are popping off right now. I don't know, like, if I would trust it if I was doing crazy volume. That's a lot to risk there. And we talked about how I love vendors such as ShineOn. And ShineOn sells like these beautiful acrylic signs. They sell these amazing nameplate necklaces. They're all made in the US and they're shipped worldwide. So they're very high quality products, right? So if you go back and you watch this training, it'll give you all that information. And I kind of just walked you through some of the products in ShineOn. Now, ShineOn is like I said, a US vendor. Their founder, Eric Taz, actually texted me this morning. We're working on some stuff together. I'm very close with them. I'm not an investor or anything in ShineOn. I am, like, the link that they gave me is an affiliate link, but I don't really make any money, like, at all. So like there's really not that much financial incentive to push you to ShineOn because they don't really pay me. Like, I think I get, like, I don't know, 50, I think it's 25 cents of their profit from someone's sale. And so, it's it maybe over time it adds up, but like what I'm saying here is I'm not pushing you to ShineOn because I'm going to make all this money. I care less if you use them or not. Let's put it that way. But I do recommend them because I think that they're incredible. They're a great platform. So their app is free. You can get it at profitph.com/shine. That is right here on the screen. Okay. And one of the cool things is when you go through my link, you're tagged as a Adrian Morrison student. They give all sorts of little perks to my students. Like I said, I'm friends with the founder. I watched him start this company from scratch. It was really cool what he's done. Now he's got like one of the top jewelry vendor companies in the country and on the Shopify platform. And one thing that they did for us is they gave us 57 plus done for you product graphics. So generally with ShineOn, what you would do is you find the cool products that they're advertising, okay? And you would then go and you sell the necklace in itself, right? Or the ring or the watch or whatever it may be, but you can personalize it a little bit by adding in a special message card, a graphic, if you will, on the inside, very much like this right here. This is a ad for a ShineOn product right now. So you'll see, if I can turn the volume off, that'd be great. I know this is really small. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you. Okay, so you see the necklace there, and it's got the customized message card behind it. So you could sell just the necklace, right? That's totally fine. But they found that conversions are much better when you add personalized messages to this. And for something like Valentine's Day, for example, when something like that comes upon us, we know that personalization is likely to convert better, right? So where a lot of people that are using the ShineOn platform fall off is in two places. Number one is they get writer's block. They have no idea what the hell a good, beautiful, high converting, sweet message is to put on these message cards. You're not a poet, right? You're a marketer. So you don't know how to write these poems. So that's where they fall off. And by the way, ShineOn's slogan for conversions is if they cry, they buy. So really like heartfelt messages convert really well. The second place that they fall off is they don't know how to make the graphics. Like you're not a graphic designer, you're just running an e-com store. So, you know, a lot of people default to just selling just the necklace, but where the real big conversion rate increase comes in, from my understanding, based off what ShineOn's told me, is the message cards. Now, in regards to being a poet, it's very easy these days. You could just pop over here to Chat GPT and say, write me 10 short poems expressing my love to my girlfriend, or wife or spouse or partner or husband, whatever it may be. Write me 10 short poems expressing my love to my girlfriend and how this necklace or ring or watch or bracelet is a, let's just say, a sign of that love for Valentine's Day. Okay. So Chat GPT is now going to write us 10 poems. So if you're not a poet, then, you know, it looks like maybe I'm logged out of Chat GPT. Let's see, because it's like just, I don't see it thinking. But anyways, Chat GPT for free will write you, you know, and there's lots of other AIs out there, just an example of one, but it'll write you the poem. So we got that taken care of, right? We know that Chat GPT will do that. Let me just try to log in real fast or log out. Looks like maybe something's wrong. Of course, when I stream, something would go wrong because it's like not, let me just do an incognito window, see if that, let's do it there. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, something's wrong with like the cache or cookies or something right there. Anyways, we'll type this in and we'll see what they come up with. So here we go. This necklace, symbol of all that I feel, a love so deep, so honest and real, with every shimmer and every glow, it tells you my love, I will never let go, blah, 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 blah. All right, so choose one that you like. Choose all 10. You can make message cards out of these. You don't have to be a poet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me here? So don't try to major in the minors. Don't think too much about it. Just have Chat GPT create some really nice poems for you. And then you can go get a graphic designer on Fiverr or many other places, and they can make it pretty on a graphic for you. So, you know, very, very simple to do something like that, right? Back in the day, 2 years ago, that wasn't as possible to do because, you know, Chat GPT wasn't what it is today, right? So that being said, if we just pop back over here, what I would like to show you is something that they did for us. Okay, we wanted to get rid of the hurdle of the graphic design cards and the messages. So a while back, ShineOn did something special for my students, and they created some done for you cards that you could use for certain holidays like Valentine's Day or anniversaries or whatever it may be. To my soulmate, to my son, to my mother-in-law, to my sister, to my wife, to my husband, to my you know, girlfriend, my granddaughter. And so they've given us these message cards with what they have explained to me are high converting phrases that they use. So they're done for you. So you really don't have to think too much about what to do. You can get these for free. Again, this is a perk of, you know, being my student and you know, going through ShineOn to my link and being tagged as an Adrian student. When they do stuff like this, they'll send it to you. They'll post it in my group, whatever. If you want to get access to these for free, all you have to do is go to profitph.com/shine-free. So you can write that down right now and you can go to it later. You don't have to go to it right this second, but it's just profitph.com/shine-free. So to get the app, you go to profitph.com/shine. Okay, that'll install the app on the Shopify store. To get all the free done for you product cards, you go to profitph.com/shine-free. Okay, and what we could do with these cards now is once you open up the ShineOn app, we can leverage these done for you products to launch fast. Okay, because right now time is of the essence. Valentine's Day is at the 4th, is in 10 days. So you still got some time to launch and, you know, tap into Valentine's. Not much time, but some time. So time is of the essence. You really don't want to screw with graphic designers right now. So I would use these free done for you cards. And you know, that this is what I would test with. I think these are going to be your best bet. And so you can see here they're done for you. All right, and they have all the images, the details. They have the dimensions, the files, all the good stuff is all in here for you. And you can download these completely free, and you can use them because ShineOn has given them to me to give to you. How cool is that? So when we're looking at products to launch here in ShineOn, we go to catalog. So, you know, again, once you're in your Shopify store and you've installed ShineOn, you legit just type in ShineOn in the message bar at the top, or the search bar at the top, and ShineOn will come up, and it'll just simply log you into ShineOn. Boom, boom, boom. It's all connected, and we can publish products to our store. Very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. If you're looking at this and you're like, what the hell did you just do? Like, it's actually that easy. You install it like an app on your phone, you click it in Shopify, and it's open. And then you click a couple of buttons and you have products for sale on your store. And then when you get sales, if you get sales of these products, they send it all out for you. They ship it for you. They deal with fulfillment for you. You just collect whatever the margin on top of the sale is that you added to it. So the product is $10 wholesale and we're selling it for $40, you would collect that 30. Actually, you collect all 40 and then they kind of charge you afterwards the 10 or whatever. Anyways, catalogs, they've grown so much over the years. They got the best sellers, the TikTok shop specific stuff, bracelets, home and living, acrylics, some apparel, accessories, bundles, necklaces, so on and so forth. So it's always great, like I said last week, to look at the best sellers because they're the best sellers. So why would you not look at them, right? So we start there. Now, the watches are really great. I remember Eric telling me that the watches were popping off, and they become very, very easy to sell and to design. If I click on this and I want to sell these watches, all right, the graphics that they give are just beautiful, very high quality graphics. The watch comes in a really nice box. And, you know, from China, if you were to buy this watch, it's going to come in some BS like plastic wrap and a tiny little, you know, envelope that's all beat up with 50,000 stamps on it. And it doesn't feel like a high quality gift. Your partner is probably going to look at you and be like, I don't think you love me. Look at this presentation. You know, no one wants that as a gift. So ShineOn, what's cool about them is the way that they present their products in these beautiful mahogany boxes. Some of them have LED lights, some of them are like black boxes. It's gorgeous, right? And we can sell, the product is like roughly $28, okay? And we would be selling it for 70. That's what they suggest based off what it sells for. So there's a $41 estimated, you know, margin. I don't like to say profit because like it's really not your profit. You know, you're paying money for ads in a lot of cases, so you need to take in ad cost into consideration. I really dislike it. I'm not ShineOn. They're this profit from them, but people are like, oh yeah, you're gonna make $40 profit. Like, yo, let's be real, okay? How much did you spend on ads, right? So, but what I love about this is that there's such a high margin here that a $41 margin on top of, you know, what your cost is leaves a lot of room for you to launch some ads and for potential profitability to be left over, right? If you're paying $28 for it, but you're only able to sell it for 35 bucks, then you're screwed. Like it ain't ever gonna work. But if you're selling it for $70, which these sell for, then you got a lot. Like we love markups like this. It's incredible markups. And again, there's a two-tone box and luxury LED boxes. All right. So let's say that we want to sell this product. Okay. We can hit create your product, and we're about to be in the business of selling watches for Valentine's Day. So we can hit create your product. Now, this is a non-message card version of the watch. So there's no message card that is necessary, but you can add in a message card if you like. So I haven't done this in forever. I'm going to be honest with you. I have people that do this for me. I have virtual assistants that do it for me. You know, your goal in business when you're starting your store is to learn everything yourself, do everything yourself, understand what's going on so you can delegate in the future. But your long-term goal isn't to be sitting here and ShineOn, uploading message cards and launching products. It's to be paying a virtual assistant to do this for you so you can focus on your advertising. You know, you can focus on content creation, just other more important things than tedious tasks such as uploading products, though this is very simple. But I am just going to tell you up front, like, I haven't done this in so long. I might just, you know, have to look around for a second to find a button, but they make it so easy to do it. I'm not too concerned, right? And you shouldn't be either. So let's just say that we want to come over here and we want to grab one of these message cards here. Considering it's a watch, not saying that women can't enjoy this watch, but my understanding is that this is like the conversions that happen on this watch is people buying it for like their husband or their boyfriend or whatever, their partner. Um, so like I'm just going based off of what I've, you know, the numbers, right? So here's one that says to my husband, to my soulmate, which really, you know, I like soulmate because it can go either way, right? So it doesn't like just bottleneck you into one zone. But let's just say, let's find one. I don't know. I don't know why I'm even being picky. It's really doesn't even matter. Um, okay, let's just choose this one, right? So from ShineOn, we can download this, okay? So let's download this card. So we can see that it's going to let us download it. Okay. We can do it in custom size, custom resize. There's lots of different little things we can do to make it different. Okay. Now, this is downloaded. Okay. So let me just find it. All right. And here it is in my folder right here. So we could jump back over here to ShineOn and pray that when I drag and drop this, something weird doesn't happen like it just did with ChatGPT and I look like a genius and this looks just so super easy, right? But then again, it's quite probable that with my luck, I'll do something and then it won't work. So let's just see. All right. It says a PSD though. Hold on. Under 5 MB SVG image. It should have given me the SVG. That is weird. So that is not going to work. I may have downloaded the wrong file type. So tags JPEG. And you might have to modify these like sizing wise or something depending on the product that you put it in. That is also quite probable. But let's just see here. Custom compress. See what that does. And we can do, I'm looking at all the options they give. Sometimes you just got to click around, you know what I'm saying? You just got to click around, find the right thing, and tell you to find the right thing. That's just how it works. So it's giving me a PNG on this particular product, unless they've changed something, then it's telling me we need SVG, which you can convert it to a SVG file. It just makes it a little bit more of a pain in the butt, which again is why I like to just have other people do this stuff for me because they, you know, there is some scrambling around and doing this and that, but you can get it done within 5-10 minutes if you need this thing converted to SVG, which it looks like it's going to make me do. So let me just see if there's another one here that I could use that is not, that is actually in SVG. That would be nice. Because these should be all in the exact type of file format that you need, unless I'm missing something somewhere, which we can discover here together. So it's a PNG. Adrian Morrison students. If I come over here to download this bad boy, It still might make me convert it. Crop resize, compress. All right, cool. So let's look over here. It says that it needs to be 1,000 by 1,000. That's just suggested, so we can go over that. They do like SVG images, but we're just gonna go with this for the sake of it, because like I can't like pause, and I don't want you to watch me do a bunch of editing and stuff for 5 to 10 minutes. And I can talk to them about getting these uploaded as SVGs if that's what it makes us do. I can probably get ShineOn to do that. So let me just see real fast if this one will let me upload. One moment. Valentine's message cards. Yeah, it wants a SVG. Okay. So I'm gonna talk to them about that because I don't want to open up Photoshop. I don't even know if I have it on this user. About redoing these as SVG files. My assumption is they may have changed the file format that you have to upload stuff. When they gave us those message cards, it didn't have to be SVG, but let's try a different product just to see. It's kind of a bummer because and you know what? This is what happens sometimes. Like it sucks, but sometimes you get to a spot and there's a small little bump in the road. Yeah, look, this one takes PNG images and the other one took SVG. If that doesn't make sense to you, these are just different image formats for quality. So the watch was whatever, SVG. So let's just sell the necklace, I guess. And I'm gonna ask them about the watch because that bothers me. Then again, you know what? My ADD is kicking in and my OCD is kicking in, and they had an image specifically for the watch. Maybe I should go down and look at that because they have pictures of the watch like right here. Okay. Let's see about this one because I just chose a random one, but this looks also, this is a JPEG. Hmm. Sorry, but like for those of you that are new, part of this webinar too is just me like I don't got a PowerPoint. I just kind of turn on the computer and hit stream and like we just go. And that means that we run into problems sometimes. We have glitches sometimes, you know, so on and so forth. I think you know that's a good thing because you get to see like even the people like me that are pros that have been doing this a long time. We run into little bumps, but the bumps aren't that big of a deal. So that one image that they gave us is, or for that one product, wasn't a SVG. So we just go, we find something else. It looks like most of their stuff is like, you know, in random different formats. So I will talk to them about that. That's kind of funky. But anyways, let's pop back over here and just let me show you how the process is done. We just won't use the watch as an example because I don't want to fumble around too much. So we're going to sell the forever necklace now instead of the watch. Okay, it wants a PNG image. So all I have to do is hit select files. I have some files here that are already open. They're message cards from them. I can just click on one of these I've already downloaded. We'll do chalk hearts and let's just see if this works. Voila, there we go. It says Happy Valentine's Day with some hearts on it. Now what I could do is I can name the product and we'll just call this the Forever Love B-Day necklace. Okay, it'd be better for Valentine's Day if you're looking at SEO purposes. Having that in your title would be nicer for SEO, but let's be honest, like you're not really gonna get any SEO traffic in 4 or 5 days. There's a lot of other SEO things that you would have to do anyway. So all right, cool. So we got this done. Sellers, type your message card text here to display in the product page. So, you know, really all it says is Happy Valentine's Day. So we don't really need to type much there. And then you hit publish. Okay, this could have been done in less than 3 minutes had we not run into the little snag on the watch wanting a file type that we didn't have. So it's being processed right now. We're about to have a Valentine's Day necklace up and running and for sale on the store. And you can see the price points here are all set up. It's all done for you. The images are done for you. We're selling them at $59, $79 to $99, depending on what finish they choose. We have our Valentine's Day message card here, which is kind of basic. It doesn't have like the poem, but we have plenty of those in the files that we got over there. And now we can go view this in the store, and it's still processing a lot of the images, but we can see now that message card that we put on there has the hearts with the heart here, and it says Happy Valentine's Day. Even the images of people holding the product have that message card in here. So it gives people a good idea, and then they get to choose if they want 18 karat gold or white gold. So you'll notice the price changes from $79 at yellow gold to $59 at white gold. And if they want a standard box, which, looks like this, the little black standard box, that's $59. If they want the luxury box, it goes up to $79, right? So if they want the luxury box with the 18 karat gold, now we're popping off to this setup here. It's gonna be $99, right? For the person that buys it. All the images, the description, everything is done for you. It really is cool, like minus me making it look more complicated, because the one product I chose needed SVG and I didn't have an SVG image. It's very, very, very simple to launch these types of products. And again, we can come over here to the catalog and say, okay, I've launched that. Let's do this, these two hearts here. These actually, I've always been told, are really good sellers. We say, we want to sell these. Okay, well, let's create the product, and they're the interlocking necklaces. They take PNG images. So we can pop over here to this and see which ones of these are actually PNG images, since they all seem to be, different format types. This one looks like a JPEG. They need to like get their stuff together and giving us all this. Like, let's get us a PNG. All these are JPEGs. So here's a PNG. Okay. To our son, he's depending. I mean, I'm not gonna say, you're not gonna wear that, but like, like I don't know if that's the best match for, Valentine's Day to do to a son. Like interlocking heart necklaces to your son probably is not the best for Valentine's Day. Anyways, maybe it is. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. So to my wife, here's an image. It's a PNG. We can see that here. We just had to click through, find one's the right format. We're going to go ahead. We're going to download this and we'll publish it. And I'll show you. It's just, basic stuff here. It's, you run into little snags. It's okay. Totally fine. They're easy to overcome. You just don't let yourself get frustrated or flustered. And just think about me. I don't do this typically. I have a team of people that launch products for me. They do all this. I don't have to deal with it. Streaming right now, so if I screw up, everybody gets to see it, okay? And then I have to figure out how to fix it if I screw up. And I can't just sit here and think for 10 minutes in silence, because you're probably going to get bored if I do that. So I'm able to quickly, they've made it simple enough to where when you do it a snag, you can click around, read a couple things, click a couple of things, and you're able to kind of overcome those hurdles or pivot to something a little bit different, but it's still epic. So we pivoted from the watch right now to 2 different necklaces. So anyways, what I'm going to do here is we're back here on the product page. I'm going to go ahead and hit select file. And what we're going to do is we're going to upload that image card here. And then I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I don't get embarrassed 2 times on this webinar. Okay, so here are our files. Here is the card. Okay, let's upload it. There it is right there. It came right in, worked perfectly. And this is our interlocking necklace husband, right? Does this one say? Okay, it says wife. To my wife. And this is like the title so people can see, what this particular one, who it's for, because this is assuming you have one that's to my daughter, that's to my girlfriend, that's to my fiance, that's to my wife, so on and so forth. Again, everything's done for us. The prices, these are basically our margin here on these is super high. You can see the prices here. You have $44 to $52 margins of potential profit set in. All we have to do is simply hit publish. It's publishing. Okay, voila. It's on the store. Now they are still processing some of the images, so it might take a couple of minutes, because they're basically taking that graphic, as you can see here, and putting that graphic behind the necklace. So it's very personalized, because again, you're going to have necklaces and rings and watches and all that stuff that are two different titles, if you will. So we'll hit view in store, and the product is already uploaded on the store. You can see all the images aren't there yet. It is still actively uploading the images, but you can see that it is gorgeous. It has the graphic right here in the box, and as I refresh this page, it's going to, you'll see more of the images start to pop up. It has it in the mahogany box, and the message card is behind it and displayed. So I have that app turned on because I was demoing it. Now it won't stop because I hadn't turned it off. But yeah, you can see all the images are now coming through little by little. There's probably like 10 images. And again, people can choose yellow gold or white gold. The price goes up or down. Standard box or luxury box. And based on that, the price goes up and down, or your profit margin goes up as well as these prices increase. So, it's really that simple. They've given you the graphics at ShineOn message call, profitph.com/ShineOn free or Shine free. You can get their app right here. It's free. They do have like paid upgrades and stuff like that, but it's free to use ShineOn. They have like, where you can get discounts in volume if you pay like a monthly fee and stuff like that, which is worth it if you're a big seller, right? If you're selling nothing, then, it's not as important to you maybe. But yeah, so ShineOn is great. Their catalog is phenomenal. They have a boatload of beautiful products in here. Nameplates. We saw this one actually right here. This necklace here was for sale on TikTok, an ad that I showed you earlier. And this is what I would push right now. This really is what I tell everybody every year. This is what I would push. This is where you should focus, in my opinion. And again, that's just best sellers, but we can go straight to bracelets, and there's multiple bracelets that you could sell with message cards. We could come over here to necklaces, and there are a lot of necklaces. You got men's necklaces, you got women's necklaces, you've got graphic necklaces. These, engraved necklaces are really cool, where they do engravings. They have the simple pendants, which is similar to what the two that we just launched. And you can launch a lot of these very, very quickly with a message card or without. You don't have to have the message card in it, but it's going to convert better most likely with the message card. And the message cards, 57 of them are done for you right here. You just want to make sure you look and say, okay, this is a PNG. It tells you this is, and the title, it's telling you what type of file it is. This is a PSD, that's a Photoshop file. This is a PNG. So most of them are in PNGs. There are a couple that are, Photoshop files, which are easy to convert. Yeah, they're all here. So you can tap into these. And I'll talk to them about like getting the JPEGs and the SVGs uploaded. I'm kind of at their mercy with that. This is what they gave us. So, I would go through and I would use it. They gave these to us a year ago or so. And, I always kind of slide these out there here and there when I talk about ShineOn, because these are their top converters. And, they just, whatever works, works. They're telling me that these work. They're giving these to us. They want you to be able to sell. And so they are very highly incentivized to give us things that, research and data has shown is a high converter, right? So these are all here. They're done for you. So that's it for tonight. Go to the ShineOn app. Sorry, I had to fumble for 5 minutes, but look, that's life. That's what happens when you stream. Nothing's perfect. I'm not perfect. I screw up. Maybe, I should, excuse me. Maybe I should have, tested it before I went live. But then again, it'd almost be like faking it in a way. I think it's cool sometimes when you see me have to, okay, think for a second, like, wait, how do I fix this? How do I get around this? How do I pivot? It makes me probably look dumb to some people, but then to a lot of people, it's like, oh, wow, okay, I would have run into the same hurdle. Now I get to see how he pivots, or does he waste 10 minutes on it, or is he going to launch something else? Because that's how life can be. You can waste 40, 50, 60 minutes trying to figure out how to convert something to a SVG, which I could do in Photoshop very easily, but some of you probably, it might take you a little bit longer. Or you can just pivot to one of the other gazillion products that are in the best sellers, right? And launch and not waste time, because time is of the essence. When time is not of the essence, then you can screw around and you could try to do one specific thing that you want to do and waste an hour on it, right? But right now, what we're trying to do is launch and launch fast. Use the assets that are done for us and put them on the products that they will, congruently work with, and launch them and market them ASAP while there's still time for Valentine's Day. So that is it for tonight. The links are right here on the screen. ProfitPH.com/shine will get you in ShineOn for free, and you can install the app. You're not downloading it, but you install it to your Shopify store, create an account, and poof, like you're ready to go. And then the ShineOn message cards that they release to us is ProfitPH.com/shine free. You can keep them forever. They're yours. Okay, that's it. Love you all. I wish you a ton of success. I will see you next week. And I got some exciting things happening next week. I'm moving to Miami for a couple of months. So, I got a place down there, and I'm just going to go stay there for a couple of months, because it's just like right where even though I live in Florida, it's like boring because no one's here. This is a beach town, and right now people aren't going to the beach. So we're going to go experiment in Florida for a little bit. It's going to be fun. I'm going to take my kid, Draco, to the aquarium, the science museum, and it's going to be some fun stuff. And I'll be networking with a lot of people that are in the e-com space that know stuff that I don't know. And yeah, I think it's going to be great. You're going to learn a lot from it, and I cannot wait to come back on next week and teach y'all some more stuff. All right, love you all. Wish you a ton of success. Good night.